Live from Freeport, Grand Bahama, this is Newsnight 13 at 6:30.
It's Boxing Day and you are watching Newsnight 13 on this Wednesday, December 26, 2012. Season's greetings to you all. I'm Shasheena Rolle. As always, it's great to have you with us. Topping news, Grand Bahama's ailing economy remains a major factor that could impact development in 2013. Executives of the Grand Bahama Port Authority say there appears to be some indication of a slight upward trend, and the Ministry for Grand Bahama shares that same optimism. Now, as Megan Shepherd tells us, the Minister for Grand Bahama is looking for a significant turnaround in the year ahead.
2012 was a challenging year for the Bahamas due to the economic situations that we found the country in. But despite the challenges, here at the Ministry of Grand Bahama, we've had some very positive evidence that the economy is about to turn.
Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Dr. Michael Darville, says that the island of Grand Bahama is poised for growth and that his ministry is working diligently to bring much-needed economic relief to the island. The Ministry of Grand Bahama, he states, is presently working on a project along with the Ministry of Tourism, Ministry of Finance, and an investment team.
We have put an intricate tripartite agreement or deal together with Hutchison Whampoa Group of Companies, Sunwing, and the government. We are excited about this particular deal and how it would bring additional LF into the island of Grand Bahama, the establishment of a 5-star resort at the old Holiday Inn property, and to really excite and rejuvenate our tourism product. We feel that this particular product will definitely create employment that is desperately needed on the island of Grand Bahama.
Minister Darville says he is looking forward to possible new industrial projects for the island. He adds that an agricultural program is also in the planning stages. As to the issue of the fishing hole road, he says that is a major concern that he is committed to fixing.
In this term in office, the residents of Grand Bahama will have a solution for the fishing hole road. A bridge is a strong possibility. A causeway is also another possibility. We must take into consideration the residents of Queens Cove. We must take into consideration what Hutchison Whampoa and the Harbour Company is doing with the possibility of Phase 3 of the harbour. And all of these things will play an intricate role in the direction the government will take in conjunction with our industrial partners in the Grand Bahama Port Authority to solve the problem of the fishing hole road.
Megan Shepherd, ZNS Network News.
Well, major changes are said to be on tap for several government agencies come 2013, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Immigration is among them. Joan Davis-Roll has this story.
According to the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Immigration, the Honorable Fred Mitchell, this country will witness a more intensified effort by his ministry on several fronts. Grand Bahama, he noted, has been the site of industrial unrest, particularly in the industrial sector, where Bahamian employees of Quality Services Limited levied allegations of abuse and discrimination against that company. He stated that the Department of Immigration, in collaboration with the Ministry of Labor and the Ministry for Grand Bahama, will continue to tackle a myriad of issues.
Immigration has to take a proactive approach together with the Department of Labor to protect the interests of Bahamian workers, and that's what we'll do.
Have you actually met with the parties involved?
Minister Darville, as the Minister for Grand Bahama, has the full carriage of the matter. And the whole question of whether or not, for example, additional work permits are granted, that's a matter which we are guided by the Ministry for Grand Bahama. The feeling is that there needs to be a tightening of the approach to the issuance of work permits, and so we're certainly reviewing that in light of the social factors which exist here in Grand Bahama.
Shifting his attention to another vital issue, the minister stated that thousands have been spent on a major repatriation exercise.
I can't say how much they've spent so far. We've got $2 million in the budget per year, and we're about midway, so I would expect about 50% of that is already gone, because, I mean, there are flights almost every week trying to get people to go back home.
Minister Mitchell also spoke candidly with ZNS News about a number of new initiatives. One of them involves a program to address a new trend in human smuggling.
Particularly tracking through Freeport. There's now this run where people come in on Copa Airlines from South America. come to Grand Bahama and then disappear into the States. So we're watching that very closely, very carefully.
Anything else you'd like to add about your mission and your statement going forward and looking ahead to 2013?
Well, just to do the best I can, work as hard as I can to put a stop to illegal migration and to make sure that people get back to work.
Joan Davis Rolle, SNS Network News.
The local organization that advocates for the welfare of the business community is charting the way forward. Sabrina Brown tells us that increasing membership ranks high on the agenda of the new board of directors.
President of the Grand Bahama Chamber of Commerce, Barry Malcolm, says the organization is a vital support mechanism to the business community.
The Chamber provides a forum for us to get together, to discuss the issues that are important to us, to talk with other colleagues in the industry, to talk with other stakeholders in Freeport, and to generally engage and network with the stakeholders, all of whom have a say and really a stake in the economy.
Malcolm, who was recently elected to head the local chamber, says increasing the membership is a focus of his administration heading into 2013.
I've always felt that every licensee in Freeport should be an active member of the chamber. The chamber, but for them to be an active member, they must feel that value is being had.
According to the business leader, members can achieve this as the chamber works to address issues that impact their livelihood.
It's not just to make statements about what can or should be done, but really to propose solutions that licensees feel can make a difference in the economy. Solutions that licensees feel can help to drive the opportunities in the economy in a way that makes sense for a majority of the folks who are committed to the long-term growth and development of this economy.
Attracting more young entrepreneurs to the chamber is another goal of this administration.
They're the folks who will be running businesses long after we're not here. So to get them involved in the chamber, to get them involved, to be able to support their efforts to develop their own businesses, I think is an important part of the chamber's work.
Sabrina Brown, SNS Network News.
Thank you, Sabrina. Well, Denise Saunders was married on November 3rd, but says her first Christmas with her husband was ruined when she found out that the photographs of the big day are missing. Saunders says that on Christmas Eve, her photographer phoned her to tell her that his camera bag containing the memory card with her wedding pictures had been stolen.
Here pleading to the public that if they know of anything and could assist us on, if they know about the camera, someone could bring it in and return it, because that's memories, and then I can't go back down that road to do it all over again. And we need it, we truly need it, because that's all we have. No pictures to look back on our memories.
Well, Saunders says she was also selected to be the Kelly's Bride of the Month, but now she has no photos to be displayed. She says she's saddened that she will have no photos to look back on and is appealing to anyone with any information to come forward.
He offers to reimburse us back with the money and what's not, but the money, no matter how much money you give, it still cannot bring back those memories we want, because we had family members and people who stand in the wedding who live off the island and all, that cannot come back and relive this, to even take the photos back over. So that there, money cannot bring it back.
Stay with us. Newsnight 13 continues right after this.